Good morning. So this reading is for Friday, December 12th. And let's get a little bit around the past, the present, and the future. And future. I can see some cards want to come out. Let's see. And so this video is available on both YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. And so looking here, bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands coming through. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior and some sort of barrier, but I don't get the sense that it really exists anymore. I get the awareness is there, so you understand old wounds, how they affect you, any kind of blocks and resistance towards happiness, towards something new here. I'm definitely picking up resistance here. So I'm not getting that kind of full wall. This one feels like sponge, that you're able to kind of push on it and identify, you know what, this is something that I can manage through. I don't need to hold on to this anymore, because I do get the sense that you've done a lot of work internally on this wound, which is why I'm not picking up this is a new wound or anything else. I do feel like you've been working through this for a period of time. In fact, it shows up here in the past that way. I'm getting the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is about investing in yourself and the future. I'm getting the Tower showing up with it. And so that Tower energy, it's the breakthrough that you needed when you were going through the healing process. The Tower was here to assist you. And so it gave you what you needed from an information standpoint, showing you blocks and barriers, opening up some sort of pathway for you in order to really start to make progress. The 8 of Wands is about you moving on. This is the action that you took here in the past to really not let this hold you back in any way. This is very open. It's very direct, fast forward energy. There's nothing blocking that. And so in the current energy, I'm getting the Moon. So the Moon's all about your emotions. 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is making a decision, but it's looking for opportunity. Okay, we're going to get the 3 of Cups as well. So the 3 of Cups is focused on your happiness here. And so it could be with friends and family. Take it as it resonates. But I do get this very clear message here in the current energy. This 8 of Wands, the action that you're taking, it's coming from the heart here with your emotional space. I'm actually getting you that kind of go with the flow energy. I'm not getting a very rigid person here, not anymore. Because what you're looking at is when I go with the flow, I can see where I need to go. I can act from a more balanced place because I'm not going from one extreme to the other emotionally. And with the 3 of Cups, it feels like it's that kind of centered, grounded happiness that you're focused on. And so this feels like where you're going is coming from a very solid place. And so when I look at the future energy here, I'm getting the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups, it's a card of nostalgia, but it's about balance being restored. It's you prioritizing your happiness and then making that happen. And I get the Strength card showing up here with it. And so that Leo energy, this is a lot of finding the strength and courage within yourself to not let this wound hold you back. It's really acting despite any kind of residual that still exists with this wound. Again, I'm picking it up as more like a sponge-like barrier, not an actual concrete or brick wall that you need to kind of tear down. I do get that you've done a lot of work. Now it's about just kind of pushing it over. And that's exactly what I'm picking up, that you're prioritizing happiness. And in the future here, you're making sure that this isn't going to hold you back. In fact, I'm also getting the 5 of Pentacles here. And so the 5 of Pentacles is leaving this out in the cold, leaving it all behind, not allowing this into this future energy at all. At all. I feel like you're done with it. Whatever this is, by the time you get to the 5 of Pentacles, you don't want any part of that. At one point, it was a protective measure and it was creating some sort of cocoon around you. But by the time you get to the future energy, you don't want that cocoon. You recognize it's more limitation than benefit. So tell me about that 7 of Pentacles in the past. The Tower. Eight of Wands. With the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting the Eight of Cups. So you're walking away from anything that doesn't serve. You started this in the past. You actually started tearing down this barrier already. It's just that there's still something there that's affecting you, but not overwhelmingly affecting you. It's not the primary factor anymore in your decision-making process. With the Tower, I'm getting the Hermit. You're doing a lot of internal reflection. Whatever information is coming through, the way that you're seeing things, you're being assisted by the universe. And what you're doing is you're figuring out, okay, what needs to go, what needs to stay. But these decisions that you made here in the past, these are all done. This is the cascading effect of these choices that you made, the information you received, and then what did you do with it? Well, you took action on it here. So with the Eight of Wands, I'm getting the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man was some sort of pause or delay here in the past. I am not picking that up at all. But what I am getting is any action that you're taking from this point forward, from this Eight of Wands forward, it's because you're looking at the big picture. You're able to see things more clearly, more accurately. The Tower opened something up for you here. It showed you what you needed to see, cleared some sort of pathway for you. Tell me about the Moon. And so here with the Moon, I'm getting the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about trusting your intuition. So the Moon is your emotions. That's where your intuition resides. And the High Priestess, similar energy. But this here indicates to me that you're letting on only a small portion of what's actually happening, because there's a lot of secretive energy with these two cards. And so I get the sense that on the surface, Eight of Wands, you're taking action. People are going to see it, but they're not going to understand the depths of everything that went into it, how you really feel about all of these actions that you're taking, any decisions that you're making. I am getting a sense here that you're keeping some things to yourself. You're opening up a little bit, not all the way. And that's still the Nine of Wands impact here, because it is a sponge, so it's allowing some things to get through, but not everything. And that's exactly what I'm getting. And so with the Two of Wands, I'm getting the World. So the World is completion. You closed out a cycle here. You're able to make better decisions for yourself. It's connected to the healing process, but it's also connected to the clarity, the seeing the big picture, the recognition that if I'm going to keep moving forward, I need to be able to see where I'm going, choose that path specifically, and start walking down it. It's not allowing this to really hold you back anymore. And so here with the Three of Cups, I'm getting the Strength card. And so the Three of Cups, a card of happiness, the strength, finding that courage within yourself, that Leo energy. It's prioritizing happiness despite whatever you've been through in the past. That does require a lot of courage. Depending on how big of a wound this was, how deep it went, how it affected you, that will also kind of tell me how much strength is coming through, because this one does feel pretty significant. And the work that you did and the strength that you now have to find within yourself to really embrace a new chapter, a new beginning. This is clearly closing out a cycle for you, focusing on the future, making decisions to prioritize something here in the future. And again, keeping some things to yourself, because only some of this will be revealed. The rest you're going to keep to yourself. Tell me about that Six of Cups. So with the Six of Cups here, I'm getting the Death card, Scorpio energy, change and transformation. And so there's something fundamentally changing about the way that you're approaching things. And what you're doing right now is you're prioritizing happiness. I do get in the sense of happiness, there's something about the past. It's kind of reviving something from the past here with this card of nostalgia. It's getting you back to a place where you were more open. This is really truly about the fundamental changes inside of you, the wound that you've been healing from. It's about you opening yourself up to the possibility of being happy again in the way that you were previously. It's like a new opportunity at an old goal or an old dream. Take it as it resonates, because it may not be that specifically, but it is that feeling that you're trying to create within yourself, that kind of openness, the emotional availability to happiness here. That's exactly what you're doing. With the Strength card, I'm getting the Nine of Cups. And so the strength to go after what you want and not let yourself be held back at all by this Nine of Wands. That's exactly what you're doing here in the future. Whatever this is that you're embarking on, I'm picking up somebody with a very strong conscious mind, somebody who's putting a lot of thought, a lot of effort into the decision-making process, the actions that are being taken, even if on the surface they look casual, lighthearted, like you didn't put a lot of energy or thought into them. That's not the case at all. It's almost like you can see the tip of the iceberg above the ocean, above that kind of break in the water, but underneath is the depths of what you've been dealing with and the depths of all it took to get to this point. And so that's the part that's really kind of hidden beneath the surface that you're not necessarily going to open up about right now at this time, but it's there. And so what you're doing right now is finding the courage and strength within yourself to really start coming up more and more above the water, really embracing something that you want to explore. Whatever the goals and dreams that you have, it is about moving in this direction, restoring happiness, going after happiness, being emotionally open to receive it. Because the Nine of Wands would block it. And so here with the Five of Pentacles, I'm getting the Empress. And so the Empress here, it's transformation as well. And so I love that because the Death card and the Empress are both transformative cards. But here it's about stepping into a higher vibration. It's recognizing that in order for me to align with happiness, I need to let go of anything blocking that happiness. And this is where you're really letting go of the old wound, the impact that it's had on you. Because if you kept it in place, you would get a muted version of what you wanted. And that's really not what you want. You want the full effect of the happiness. You want all of it here. And so you're doing whatever it takes to make sure that happens. And you're coming across as very determined to make it all happen. So this is a reading for Friday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Take care.